Before we start this video, remember to hit that like button, turn on bell notification and subscribe so you never miss another upload. Hey guys, welcome back to a match preview of Arsenal's upcoming game against Brentford. It's a Sunday UK kickoff of 12 p.m. The game was obviously in doubt with the Queen's death. There were a lot of games being cancelled, being postponed, and there were fears that Arsenal's game was about to be postponed. Obviously with the PSV game being postponed, there was fears that it was going to be postponed, but luckily, good news for us, the game is going to, and this is going to be a really tough game. Brentford, obviously I have some of the stats here. Really good side this season. Tony, what a striker he has become, and congrats to him. He has been called up for the England squad and the guy does deserve it. I think he's been fantastic this season. Very underrated striker. When he was coming up from the Championship, I did have some doubts. Maybe I was thinking, could he replicate that form in the Premier League, a more tougher league? And he did it, and respect to him. He's a brilliant striker, and I would love he should probably get a bigger move. No disrespect to Brentford, but the guy is a complete striker and he's a really key danger man. But in terms of Arsenal, when I'm looking at the stats, Brentford have just beaten, as in the last game, they have beaten Leeds 5-2. That was with Tony's hat-trick. But in terms of Brentford's last game, I'm looking at the stats now. Last 5 games, they've won 2, they drew 2, they lost 1. So it's a decent start to the season's just started. And in terms of Arsenal, in our last 5 games, we've won 4 and we lost 1, and that loss comes from Manchester United. So this is going to be a tough game. I think Brentford right now, I'm trying to see where they are in the league table. I just can't find it where they're in the league table, but they're a good side. I think what they've done since coming up from the Championship, they've been a really good side. I remember they were I think they finished quite comfortably. They only got promoted last season. They survived relegation quite comfortably, which was quite surprising for me. I thought mostly when new teams come in, they struggle to adapt, but Brentford had no struggles doing that, and they're a really good side. Obviously, you have to remember the most iconic win this season. They battered Manchester United 4-0. So it just shows how good Brentford are, and especially we're playing this game away. And Brentford at their stadium are absolutely monsters. I'm getting flashbacks of last season, the first game of the season. We played against Brentford and we got battered 2-0, and it was so bad. I remember that performance and that result and how I felt after it. But I think now it's a different Arsenal. I think last time we went with a depleted squad, a lot of injuries, key players missing, but now we're going in with most of our key players fit. So it's going to be a true test to see where have Arsenal come. Probably in a year's time now. It's been probably a year now. Where have Arsenal come? What is the difference between Arsenal 1 year ago to now? Because it will be a good landmark to see where we are, and hopefully we do get the 3 points. In terms of our last, our head-to-head against Brentford, we beat them last season 2-1, and they also beat us 2-0. And then prior to that, the last time we played them was in the EFL Cup, where we beat them 3-1. So in terms of the records, you're looking at 2 Arsenal wins to 1 Brentford win. And yeah, for me, it's going to be a really tough game. I think that they have some really key danger mans, and it's going to be a true test for Arsenal. In terms of injuries, we don't have much injury updates. We know that Smith Rowe is obviously injured. Good news, Thomas Partey is back, so hopefully we get to see him play. There are doubts about Zinchenko maybe not being able to play. I don't think he will play. I think Tierney will probably get into the team. But I think what that does show, it does show a good some good squad depth finally, that our starting left backs are getting injured in Zinchenko and Zinchenko mostly, and we have a backup in Kieran Tierney. So it does show that we have improved our squad depth. However, the question is, can we now go get the 3 points? Can we now go get it when it really matters? When the whole world will be watching us on a Sunday, will we be able to deliver? That is a true question. In terms of my lineup, I'll go for our normal formation, 4-2-3-1. I'll go Ramsdale, I'll go Tomiyasu, Saliba, and I'll bring in Ben White in the centre back. Controversial, yes, I would drop Gabriel. I think Tomiyasu deserves a run in the team, and I think Gabriel has been a bit shaky recently. So I know it's a bit of a controversial decision, but I would drop Gabriel. Tierney left back, a midfield partners of Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka, Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka, and Jesus. But I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't mind maybe playing Jesus on the right wing, dropping Saka and playing Nketiah. I just think that Saka just needs a bit of a rest. I think he's been overplayed, and I think that has been hindering his performance. You could see the guy just looks tired. He looks like he needs to be given a rest, and I think the way we continue to play him, he could go down that Rashford route where he's playing with injuries, or the too much game, where players playing too much game, they need a bit of a break. Jack Wilshere said that he wished that the manager, he wished he took more breaks, and hopefully Saka doesn't get burnt out. In terms of some other little stats, Brighton are actually ranked 2 in goals scored per match, so it does show that they do score a lot of goals. They are unbeaten in 5 home games, which is a really impressive stat. And I mentioned earlier, Brentford away is a big challenge. It's a big test. I would say it's on it's on level with Crystal Palace, like those stadiums where it's really close, all traditional stadiums where the fans are almost on the pitch, So it's going to be a big test for us. I really want to see what Arsenal are. We need to get the win. I think that's the only thing that matters. In terms of Arsenal stats, we're ranked 1 away from home this season, so that does show we are good at away, and we're ranked 3 at home this season, so it does show the Emirates is having its effect. But in terms of this game, in predictions, I'm going to say a 2-1. I think it's going to be a 2-1 tough victory, 2-1 hard fought win. I think Brentford are a dangerous side. However, I just feel like Arsenal have too much quality, and I do feel that our quality will eventually shine through. What I want to see is some domination. I don't want to see this, tippy-tappy 50-50 we attack, you attack for. But I want to see Arsenal dominate from the starting, and hopefully that is what we get. But let me know in the comments what your guys' predictions are, what lineup you guys would go for, and how are you guys feeling? Are you feeling confident, or are you feeling nervous? Because for me, I'm definitely on that nervous side. But yeah, guys, that's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys